Namaste. Welcome to For the Love of Stories with Jyoti Elgalawadi. That's me. It's been a while since I have recorded any stories. I have been reading up on things that I was not sure that I knew as well for the past few months. I have recorded so many stories in the past 2 years that I really needed to bring forth to all of you something that I haven't said before, that I haven't told before, but is yet very, very close to my heart. I wanted to talk about the river Saraswati. The river Saraswati. The river who is so close to all of our hearts that wherever we go, she is there. Whether she's visible or she's not, doesn't matter. She's there. Always. This river, who some say never existed, and who some say is still there. I want you to know more about her. Saraswati, who came from all over from the Himalayas, flowed down across the western side and flowed into the ocean somewhere near Gujarat. Some say just one place near the Gujarat, some say she just disappeared somewhere. There are so many stories about her. And all of us have heard these stories. We also know, no matter what state we belong to, we also know that wherever we see two rivers meet, we say that there is a third river, Saraswati. Right? Saraswati is part of us. And so, I wanted to read a little bit more about her. While reading the Mahabharata, I found that I read, of course, I was reading and I saw that Balarama, the brother of Krishna, Sri Krishna, Kanhaiya, he had gone on a Tirth Yatra, on a pilgrimage. He went across the banks of Saraswati, river Saraswati, from Kambhat, that is in Gujarat. He walked up and went all the way up, visiting different pilgrimage spots, tirthas, on river Saraswati, on the banks of river Saraswati. He talks about Udapana. He talks about so many different tirthas. And it was just amazing to read that. And so I tried to study a little more, look up a little more about each of these tirtha sthals, or all these tirthas. So that is what the series is going to be about. This series of recordings that I will be doing, one every week, will be about the stories of each of these tirthas on the banks of river Saraswati. And we shall go visit each of these places through my stories, through the eyes of Balarama, as told in the Mahabharata. Now, today I am not going to tell you about any of the Tirthasthalas. I will just tell you when and why Balarama decides to take this pilgrimage. Why he goes on this Tirthayatra. Okay, so that is what I will start off with today. So, the Pandavas and the Kauravas were about to start the battle of Kurukshetra, right? The Duryodhana had decided that he's not going to give even one tiny little speck of land, not 5 villages, not even where a needle point falls, not even that much space to the Pandavas. He was not going to give up any of that land. No matter who explains to him, it didn't matter that Dhritarashtra told him, that Vidura told him, that Krishna told him, that Gandhari, his own mother, explains to him, but still, decision had been taken, I'm going to fight for anything, is what Duryodhana had said. And when Duryodhana and Arjuna had one day gone to meet Krishna to get him to be on their side, right? So Krishna was sleeping and Duryodhana goes there first. And he sits by the head of Sri Krishna. While our Arjuna, he sits by the feet of Krishna. Both of them on the same bed. Duryodhana at the head of the bed, Krishna at the foot of the bed. Waiting for Krishna to wake up. Madhava wakes up and he sees. Who does he see first? Krishna. Who does he see first time? Right? He sees whoever is sitting at his foot, and that is Arjuna. He sees Arjuna and he says, you're here. And he, of course, notices Duryodhana too, and he says, what is it that you want? Of course, both of them, say that they want Krishna on his side. So Krishna says, see, guys, I love both of you. I am not going to fight in the war. But my entire army, I will give it to one of you. And I will be the Sarathi, the charioteer for the other. Who do you want to choose? The choice is Arjuna's, because he is who I saw first, says Krishna. And Arjuna says, oh Krishna, oh Madhava, oh Keshava, I just want you. You be my Sarathi. You take me everywhere. You show me the way. Duryodhana was extremely happy with this choice. He says, fool. This Arjuna is such a fool. Because the army, Krishna's, the Yadu army was huge. It was very, very strong. It had won mostly every battle that it had taken part in. That's what Duryodhana wanted. numbers, numbers, numbers in his army. And he was like, win, 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 win. This is win, win. Krishna is not going to fight. He's just going to be a charioteer. He is not going to participate in the war. He is not going to pick up any weapons. And I get all the army and all the weapons and every soldier and horse. So both Arjuna and Duryodhana go away happy. Now, Krishna has decided how he is going to take sides. But what about Balarama? Balarama, he is not too happy about all this. He just did not want this war at all. Like, stop this fight. Don't war. You guys should not fight. But if you're going to fight, then I shall not take any sides. Why? Why does he not want to take sides? I mean, he is also a Yadu, right? He has to go where Krishna's army goes. But no, he has a choice to say yes or no. And he says, I would like to fight on the side of Duryodhana. Why should we not fight on the side of Duryodhana? Duryodhana is a good soldier. He's a very, very good warrior. And I like Duryodhana. So Duryodhana and Bhima were both our Balarama's students. They had learned how to wield the gada from Balarama. And Duryodhana was his favorite student. Now when Krishna tells him that, see, Duryodhana is on the side of the wrong. He may be your favorite student, but he's on the side of the wrong. So then our Balarama thinks and he says, I can't fight against Duryodhana, my favorite student. I can't fight against the Pandavas either because they're all Kunti's kids. Kunti is related to him, to Balarama, so can't be done. So he says, okay, I am not going to take sides. I won't even be there during the battle. I will know nothing. I'm going to go. And he, with Pradyumna and a few others, leave on a pilgrimage. They decide to go to see all the pilgrimage spots on Saraswati Nadi. Okay. So, this is the story of how Balarama's Tirtha Yatra starts. On this first day of Chaitra Navratri, I have started the story of Balarama's Saraswati Nadi Tirtha Yatra. Okay, and we shall continue this over the next 12 to 16 weeks. Okay, where we will go one by one and see each and every tirtha and see why the tirtha is important and in what way and what we can learn from these. Okay? So to all of you who are celebrating New Year's today from the lunar calendar, based on the lunar calendar, a very happy New Year to you. May Shubhakrita Nama Samvatsara be good to the world. Om.